Hi all, I'm just doing a kind of a micro class session here. I have a load of stuff and I'm trying to clean up the shed, and there's stuff thrown everywhere in it. So if I don't start somewhere, I'll have nothing done. So I'm taking off everything, cleaning out some boards. These are all in different individual bags. Just it's a bag was thrown there one side with everything and anything in it. So I said, why not make a live when I'm doing this? Sure, what use is I'm going to be doing it anyway, so I might have the live turned on. So some MOSFETs here now, which contains copper. Nice chunks of copper here to be had. This here is dirty brass. Couple of blue here, Tic Tacs, M&Ms as I call them. Just take them off it here for silver recovery. And there's some platinum, palladium, and it's in them as well. Take off these copper ends here. Tiny parts of boards here to be taken off. On the back of that is one little IC chip. And that board is gone. When I fold the board, that means the board is finished. Here we have our silver buttons and a couple of IC chips. I'll take them off and I'll put them into a vial there now. So ICs here by 2. Will contain gold. And here we have 6 buttons, which are tactile switches on the likes of the sky boxes and stuff like that, internet boxes. All of them are full of buttons, even televisions. You'll have buttons on televisions, you'll have buttons here, you know what I mean? And every one of them buttons has silver in them. Silver buttons in every one of them, right? So I'll keep all of them. Back of that is clean. That's the shred. As in, here's the buttons here. This is what they look like when you see one, with all the steel and everything taken off it. And there's your silver buttons inside, all right? That's silver inside. There. Okay. So this is random stuff out of the shed I'm taking, guys. Random stuff. Like, it's just so much of just thrown around the place, and I'm trying to clean up the place. These are dirty brasses. They are. If you go closer into it, cut this off here like this with little small pliers. This is tedious now, but look at it's the difference between shred from me and €4.20 a kilo by cleaning it. Okay, so shred is 15 cents a kilo, and clean brass is €4.20 a kilo. Do you know what I'm saying? So clean it off like so. Clean brass, dirty brass, which my yard will not buy dirty brass. Throw it into a shred and that's it. Clean brass, that's how easy it is to do that. That watch now, I'll go further into that. I reckon it could be a bit of steel in it. Yeah, but it's coloured in copper, I reckon. Tiny little board here, a couple of IC chips are out, a bit of copper here, and another MOSFET here. So in we go again. Thanks guys for coming in tonight. I was going to do a live and I said to myself, sure, if I'm cleaning up the shed, why not turn on the live? Because I'm doing this stuff anyway in the shed, so I must have it turned on as turned off. As simple as that. So you might have a shred. You might as well have it on, you know, talking to someone than talking to yourself. So everything and anything here, guys, as you can see. Small little M&Ms there, take off all them. And they are worth something, guys. You know, there is silver in them, so there's stuff to be recovered out of them all the time. The likes of these here, capacitors, throw them into the shred. As it is, the yard will not buy them. Capacitors, and there's a bit of copper in that one there. Yeah, they won't buy the capacitors. The yard. This one here, guys, looks like a capacitor. Cut the top off of that with the pliers, like so, and you have copper in there. Okay. Take off your copper, put your copper in your copper pot. Now, it's just more like when you're a microscope, you're more like a dentist. So you're taking out everything and everything and everything. Jumps in. On the back of that is burnt out, no good. That's shred, okay? So at least I'm getting something back of it. These are clicky click buttons. You can hear it. So scrape off that. It's plastic. And there's your silver on this board. The whole board is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8 pieces of silver, which I can go into your silver recovery pot. This one here, okay, that's silver. That'd be kept separate. Brass. This one here is a reader. That one is glass. I would not do anything with that. This glass just explode. The only way I do anything with that to take the badness off it is put it in with your bulbs and crack your bulbs. I crack my bulbs open. These are brass. This is brass. You know what I mean? I put my bulbs into a bag. I'll show you now what I'm on about. So I have here my bulbs. All your bulbs go into a bag. Every last one of them. Bulbs and bulbs and bulbs. Nope. There's many is there. But I'll get to them now in a second. I'll show you what I'm on about. Leave that one there, I'll get that aside so I'm going to crack that open. So I'll get to them in a second, guys. Here we have more MOSFETs which are stuck with that blue stuff. Cannot think of the name of it for love of the money. It's blue and it's sticky and it won't allow you to open something. It doesn't work alright. So you have another MOSFET which does contain copper. Very easy how to get the copper out of MOSFETs, guys. I have it on my channel how to do it. They add up big time. I've shown it actually during the week on my last live how to take apart MOSFETs. Like you can get it a pinchers and do it, but I have a quicker way to do it. So that one there, just give it a squeeze. Still tight, but I'll leave that one side. I'll get back to that. That's only a ball. That watch is a battery in it and it'll be teensy board. I'll recycle that myself properly. Here's another type here. Is you have a MOSFET here. Bit of shred. Tiny bit of copper. But as I'm doing them, guys, I'm organizing them into the rightful spots, and you know, everything has been put away. So it was a full bag of stuff just thrown on the ground. At one side, I said I get to it someday, and today is the day I'm going to it. And that's it. I really go back at stuff all the time and get it out of the way. I'm in the middle of processing stuff, getting my shed ready. My shed ready for the winter scrapping. Copper. Like that adds up, all these bits of copper, guys. Look, they all add up. Well over nearly half kilo there. It's worth about €3.40. Half a kilo of copper is worth about €3.40 at the moment, guys. Number 2 copper, $6.80 a kilo. Bare bright copper is $7.50 today, guys, in the yard. €7.50 a kilo. More tester for shred. This here is dirty aluminium, but I can get the inside out of that, and I get clean aluminium in my yard for that. So I just put it into the vise, give it a squeeze, get your pinchers and clamp down on the bottom of it like so, and pull up that bar of it like so, right? And that there is shred, and my yard will give me copper number 1 for that, or aluminium number 1 for that. Okay, so it's all about knowing your yard, guys. That's the way I look at it. You have to know your yard. Now this is all dirty brass, so I clean up that in my own time, as I showed you a few minutes ago what to do. I clean up that, and clean it all up and put it away in this bag. Rubber, and one more, and there's a clean one I pulled off myself. So that's the way I'm looking for at the end of the day. It's like this: €4.20 a kilo. This here shred price 15 cents a kilo in my yard. So do the maths. It would pay you to do them. This is same again here, dirty brass. Same again here, dirty brass. Okay. And then you have, this is singles copper coming in at €3 a kilo. Okay. €3 a kilo, guys, for single copper. This here is a power board, I reckon, of a laptop. Yeah, plug in here, hit it a slap with a hammer, guys. I'll show you what's inside in it. Now there should be a bit of aluminium, copper. See that? I know exactly what's inside it, because I have done thousands and thousands of these, guys. Plastic, aluminium, sheet aluminium, heavy aluminium too. Did you be in this? So into the aluminium behind me, and you can see aluminium housing, aluminium all around it, and a little bit of copper here. Like that. Clean aluminium. Now it doesn't make a difference if the board breaks, because this is a power board. My power boards are all sold as shred. Okay, once they're cleaned off, it's into the shred pile with them. Okay. Guys, thanks for coming in tonight. Really appreciate you all coming in to me. As I said, I wasn't going to do a live, and I said, you know, why not when I'm doing a bit of cleaning here. So at the end of the day, guys, it's just keep everything going, keep the system going. There's a MOSFET that's clean aluminium again. As you can see, hear it banging there in the background, the aluminium. Look at that for copper. Big copper transformer. So with that, now we have a couple of small Tic Tacs here, or M&Ms as I call them, but call them whatever you want really. Transistors is the right name for them, I think. So cut that off. Now we get the big channel lock here. And we get off for copper. Now that's all for our winter stock, right? Now if we take off the stuff, it scales not plugged in. But to bring that to the scrapyard is worth about probably only 10 cents. It'd be way more than 10 cents out of copper now, okay? Way more than 10 cents. So it's the way it is, guys, is you have to get what you can of everything. Now on these here you have steel, little pins has to come off. I'm going to show you why. See, they're magnetic. See, magnetic. So that has to come off the outside of the aluminium, or other than that, it's you're penalised, and it goes into dirty aluminium at 28 cents a kilo instead of €1.05 a kilo. If you ever want to know prices, guys, just come onto my channel and I'll tell you the prices on the day. Okay, I had a person was on TikTok, or I think it was TikTok the other night, was asking me how much it was for, no, it was actually on Scrap and Irish on Saturday night, was asking me how much it was for carbide. Tungsten carbide is €25 a kilo. Tungsten carbide is €25,000 a ton. And actually not euros, it's sterling. Quote I got was sterling on tungsten carbide. Okay, so €25,000 a ton. €25 a kilo, guys. Tungsten is very heavy, very, very heavy. If you ever have it, very heavy. There's a difference between the tungsten bits and steel bits. A big difference. You know by the weight of them if they're tungsten or not. There's dirty brass. Where is that board here? And then we have more copper hiding under the silicone here. So yeah, I would love to have a big load of tungsten at that price. That is some price, €25 a kilo. But anyway, what can you do? You haven't got it, you haven't got it. Now look at this for copper wire. Look at that. And they are talking again about 6.80 a kilo for copper number 2. Copper's gone up to the roof, guys, at the moment. And you know what? It's going to go up and up and up, I reckon, because it's gone scarce now. All of a slap somehow or another, it's gone scarce, and they had tons of it. But anyway, it's gone scarce now, and that's the story. Gold has gone up, silver has gone up. I keep all my silver as well. So in here we have and in here we have a bit of copper as well, so a little tiny donut, as you can see. On the back of that then you have 2 little tiny pieces of copper here, like they're tiny pieces. We take them off, and a little IC, and there you are, shred pile. Okay guys, IC chips in Ireland at the moment, I think it's about 13 euros a kilo, 13, 15 kilo. And both sorts of 13 odd euros a pound, I think. That's IC chips for you guys, okay? IC chips contain nice gold to be had in IC chips. Okay. But they're there to be had, guys. Gold's in them. It's in them. Now brass. Shred. Now this here is a fan. out of a washing machine. And I think before that got a few slaps off me and it didn't break because I was going to sell that as a copper bearing motor. So I'll sell that as a copper bearing motor. Excuse me. That goes down the ground for a copper bearing motor, and this one goes for copper bearing motor, as in the seals of rubber here is solid, so you won't get the copper out of that without you will if you cut it tight here and try and price it out, but I get more money to sell it that way. With the time I'd lose in it. Okay, that goes on the ground because it goes into a different system. This is a windy part for headphones, so I'll give it a snap. Here's their board in it. It's volume control, so there must be a board in it. So you'd always know where there's a board. When you take apart stuff all your life, you know where the boards are. So take off that tiny bit of wire. And a tiny bit of wire here. You have a tiny switch here which will contain silver, and the back is actually copper, is not gold. Okay, there's another one of them. Now I have bigger ones on my channel where I have them broke down completely. The bigger ones I'm breaking down. This one here is solid. That goes into the motors as well, as it is. Same with this one here. See that where it's solid? And you can see all those motors. They're well over half a kilo in that now at the moment. They're not a kilo. At 40 cents a kilo, guys. Okay. So as you can see, there's a little board. There's trim on side. You have a crystal oscillator on top, and you have a flat back here and under it. My crystal oscillators, I clicked every one of them as well. I have some inside. This is only starting off again. Crystal oscillators are contained in silver. And get the silver and look after it. Same with my silver I was taking off last night on my live. All these silver buttons to be had, loads of them. And in here, that's a half kilo of silver buttons. Now to be silver, to be brass, to be copper and that, but at the end of the day, guys, that is silver. Okay, they're all off of these buttons, off of these here, these types. Each of them has all silver inside. I'll break one in a few minutes for you and show you. Okay, same with this one here. You have silver buttons in them. Them ones you need to drill through here to open them. They don't really open the best with a hammer, these ones. But I stack them all up, get them into a row, and break them all down at one time. This here is, you can sell that as dirty brass. It's a board, like as the yard would not buy this board, but if you want you could take it apart as well. Like so. Take off all this here. Now this is a micro scrapping for you if you wanted to. See that? Pull that out of it and there's your brass. Okay, so I leave that for a micro scrapping video where I do micro scrapping on Saturdays. At the moment it's going into dirty brass. This one here belongs to a camera controller. There's two wires going through it. I know that because I took it apart from a long time ago, and you always remember what you took stuff out of. See that? Look at that, for a tiny board, and has gold and everything on it. Look at that, all them flat packs and everything, and on the back it's got gold buttons. So off of that, pull off that, and here is gold in its end as well. Gold here. See, anything on a camera, guys, it'd be very good. As in a camera, security cameras, anything on a security camera, it'd be very, very good, guys. Look at that. That's nice gold in them chips. I'll take all them off. So here we have another small bit of copper to be had. As you can see, it's on a little tiny donut. Now, tiny donut is on. Sometimes you might have to give it a crack with a hammer, but mind them eyes, guys, when you're taking that apart. Oh yeah, mixed copper, still the same, number 2. But just mind them eyes, guys. Here's LED lights which contains gold, and a flat pack which contains gold. Okay. They go into my smalls. So I have a small bin, a big bin, a large bin, whatever you want to call it, all for gold recovery. This one here is a house of stuff on it again. You have copper here, all these little small ones here, copper here. I MOSFETs. Tonight has gone very warm, guys. They're giving a storm starting tomorrow and Friday in Ireland. Giving winds up there. Parts of Ireland 100 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour winds they're giving. So, as I say, there'll be plenty of trampolines. That's all I can say. Once there's no one injured is the main thing, guys. But if you don't tie down the trampolines, guys, they'll be mine for the scrapyard, as the fella says. Like last time I got a lot of trampolines. Big 13-foot trampolines and all that I got. Tons of them. And there's good money in trampolines. Well, not now, because that time there were. I got a 16-foot trampoline the last time in the scrapyard. I got about €35 for it. For a 16-foot trampoline. Sides and all. Now there's what I'm on about. See that MOSFET there now? I'll just give it a crack open to show you what I'm on about. But this is not the way I do them. I do them in a furnace. Look at that. Pure and utterly copper. Yeah, so trampolines and all that are very good. As I said, they were 20 cents a kilo when I sold them last. 22 cents a kilo when I sold trampolines last. Steel has gone down to 15, if not 12 cents a kilo now. So you're talking about 10 cents of a drop a kilo. Steel has gone down. It's funny how like there's no steel wanted anymore somewhere or another. I think they're starting to build a lot of stuff in timber again. That's the way it's gone, I think. This one here is another type, which you have your silver contacts in here. Into the glass, you can see the big massive silver contacts right here this side, and you have a lump of copper that just comes off like so. It just pulls out of it like that. You have your pins, brass pins, you know what I mean. I'll just show you, pull it apart, show you. Sundays. There's your silver for a silver recovery. This here I just always give it a little crack. And it doesn't crack, give it a crack this way. Sometimes they do work and sometimes they don't work. Usually the second setting on the channel lock. Come on. It's very hard. Very, very, very hard. Brass. Now there we're out. So that's all burnt out, you know. I was told before, a person rang me before and said you can actually use them. They're burnt out. I had loads of them before and they were only dirt. That's 100% stuff, guys, that you get. Well, if I say 99% stuff you get is no good. People, you know, it's been thrown out for a reason. Here, more silver, okay. And you take apart this, and you have your little smush of copper. So, on the back of the copper, then you have a tiny, tiny little bit of steel, and another bit of copper down here. This stuff, what I'm doing here now is microscrapping stuff, if you understand me. Do you know what I'm saying? I just decided to come in here and break down a bit of stuff tonight. See that? Look. Now with the price of copper, guys, you'd want to be getting everything off of everything, okay? plastic. So actually, you can go into your copper, like so, put into your copper, and there you are here, more copper. And just a tiny bit more copper on this one here. Now, this one here is sealed as well, but it's actually a copper donut in that. Okay, it's sealed in the back. You can hit it away with a hammer. Sometimes it does smash off, and this one will not smash off. So throw it into your copper transformers. This here will go into dirty aluminum, unfortunately. 28 cents a kilo for Dirty Alley. Okay, so this is battery operated. I would think if it's working, we'll leave that to die down before I touch that. This will probably would be what you call it, 1000 amps. So that would be like a phone battery. I'll plug in that. I won't plug it in. I'll turn it on, let it run down in my own time before I take it apart. Okay. That's the only way out of stuff like that, guys. Is, you know what I mean? It's just the dangers of them batteries, especially when it's live. That means there's a lot of current in it. So just turn it on someday, leave it run off, and then take it apart. Now, and there's burnt out again the back of it. So the rest of that shred, that there is something else in it, because when I see a wire going in, there is something else in it. Okay. And can't wire. Now, so we have in here, we have a bit of shred, I would think. No, she's non-stick. Could be copper. Get my magnet, see what the story is on it. Yep, the tin coat of copper, guys. Just take the screw of it. Put that in there. And there's another one here, obviously. Same again, tin coat of copper. All tin coat of copper. And here is tin coat of copper. So something that's down here in it. Tin coat of copper. There's a lot of copper in that. A lot of copper in that one. So that's all plastic, and there's another piece over here. It's actually a screw. Right, so that's our plastic rubbish to go through. It's all done. Another plug. This is our plug soup. I have buckets of this, guys, to be done. I'll see how I do the plug soup. Have a look over on my YouTube channel. Obviously, we're on YouTube. I forgot we were on YouTube. I thought it was TikTok. But go over on my YouTube channel and back to the channel, and you would see how I do the plug soup teardowns. Right, let's do a quick bit of a clean down, and we see how we get on some way here. Let's see who came in there, guys. Simon, thanks for coming in. If I can't pronounce your words, your names, I apologize, because I would not be the best to apologize, or I'm not apologizing, but pronouncing names, to be honest with you. Really appreciate your gill skills. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I'm good today, Gil. Very good. Bad weather on the way tomorrow till about Saturday. So look at, I'm tidying up because I need to get a load of plastic out tomorrow before the rain. I have a load of plastic to get rid of, and just tidying it all up. This was rubbish was thrown around the shed for a long time. These here are brass, guys. Rubbish thrown around the shed for a long time I had, and I'm trying to get this shed back to normal because it's just impossible. I want to change it all around for the winter. My winter now I'm going to be doing an awful lot of tearing down boards and stuff like that in the winter, guys. A lot to be had. Guys, this is a bit of brass I collected in 2 days this week. That is full, and it's definitely well over a kilo, not 2 kilo in that. And you're talking about nearly 9 euro in that, as it is already. So it does go to show the way you can get stuff out of it, guys. So let's tear down this of Mabel. Oh. That's just a message from the other channel, guys. We won't mention it. Sundays. Now, see this? Guys, these are savage things to be taken apart. Like, I mean it, like the plastic is all I throw out is plastic. But every single thing else, I make money on it, right? Every single thing out of it. Now these ones here has to screw over because there's some brass hiding in there. I charge this drill, guys, off the solar panel. And it's just a tiny little solar panel in the shed right here, worked off of 2 batteries and a tiny little solar panel on the roof. Charging my phone, charges power banks can charge these. I mean, it's just a normal CC here adapter that would stay up for days, guys. I don't even have to charge it. Do you know what I mean? I only use the lights. The light here is off electricity because you need a certain light for doing your YouTube channels. You go with a strong light, then there's but yeah, that's what I do. Everything, guys. I just I charge as much stuff as I can off the sun, as the fellow says. Now there's something going on with you. There you are. And in here we have a tiny bit of brassy goodness, but it will be hard enough to get out. We will see, don't worry. There you are. And every one of them brasses there now I'm going to put out has silver on them. Okay, they have silver on them. Same here. Sometimes you turn them upside down, it's easier to get them out. Sundays. Now, see that? In there and there you have all silver buttons in them, guys. Silver buttons to be had, guys, in them. Where ain't you coming out? Anyway, I'll show you exactly. Look at that. Oh, them buttons are all silver. All silver buttons on all them, guys. Tons of them, like. Talk about nearly 8, 9 piece of silver, and there's another 3 more in there, which will not come out because they're stuck with a bit of screws are going in there, so I'm going to have to hit it with a hammer. Okay, get that one side. That's what I would do it myself. This here is more brassy goodness here, which is going in here, and here is brass as well. It just has to be hit with a hammer again. I'm not going to be doing it in front of you, banging this and banging that this hour of the night, but you can hit it with a hammer, or if you had a sharp pliers, go down along the side of it, and out she pops, and you have nice brassy goodness at €4.20 a kilo. That's plastic, that's brass. Right guys, these ones here, I love these so much. So just get your plastic, go around them like so, go around them. Now this, at the end of the day, might let me down with the looks of it, it might let me down. It could be aluminium. No, it's copper. Just thought it was aluminium by the looks of it, but you're into copper, and you're into copper, and that's the main thing. Some kind of a lip hole in that there now, and I'll get you off, don't worry. So off with this, cut this little tube off here, and this here you wouldn't even have to go to full whack on this, getting this off. Get off so much of it. See, you're going to have paper stuck to it, so throw that into your copper, your light copper. Household cable today, guys, is €1.70 a kilo for household cable. Singles is €4 a kilo today, or €3 a kilo, sorry, €3. Aluminium is 110. Bare bright copper is €7.50 a kilo, and number 2 copper, which I'm pulling off here now, is €6.80 a kilo. Okay. Some lot of copper in that, and heavy copper, guys. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean heavy copper, I mean a heavy weight in copper on that. This here, you can just cut through that there like that, and then just peel it off. As simple as that. Look at that. And that goes into the pile again. Then you have a bit of shred out of that. And here's another type, but this is a bigger one. So I'm saying bigger the better. Which is a lot to be broke down in this now, a lot. So bear with me, we'll get through it. So they can say to you, bear with me. That's the idea of a live. That you're actually showing people what you're doing live. It's not recorded. So, as you know, Dee, who's on it all the time, knows. There's some torque in this screwdriver. But when you take the thing out of your hand, the power is in it. Starting to die already. I am after taking a savage load of stuff away. It's now, what time is it now? It's 10 o'clock tonight. At night. I'm using this for the last 4 hours. 6 o'clock I started doing this stuff today. Now look at this. Look at that. Brass, big nuggets of brass. Brass here. Brass here. All this is brass. I mean, all the housing there is brass, completely brass. So in there I go and get off all that. I'm able to get it off and just go to brass there. There will be silver as usual in this, but you have to get into it and get it out. screws just don't want to come out. There we are. We're getting something out of it, as you can see. Look at that, guys. Look at that. A big house of brass. Massive, massive house of brass in there. Yeah, I'll have to go further into that, guys. I'll have to hit that with a hammer and break it all of it. See all that? And they look very dark too. There could be a bit of, there might be a bit of gold in that somewhere. One at the real end here is real goldy looking, right down here. So I'll get back to that. Probably end up having to do that one myself in my own time, because it looks like it's going to be taking a bit of a hammer action, guys. So I will have to take it apart with a hammer then, we'd say. So here we have a bit of, could be fool's copper, as the fella says. No, that's not, that's copper. So this should come out. Should come out. There you go. Here, sit beside me. You always look to the right when you're right-handed, don't you? Now, Sundays. Really, really, really burnt. So as you can see, like the way you have to break down every single thing. Even that little house in there will contain more silver inside. These are breakers. They all trip switch, as the fella says, they trip out. Sundays. Now, more silver. And here is more silver on this brass. And then further we go in here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits of brass in that part, as in silver and brass. Okay, these here are mighty lumps, so see them, going to get them out of it some way. I have it turned upside down, this, but it doesn't see like it's going to leave the housing, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe it can pull them out from some way over it. Now, you can see all these here, these ends here, if you touch them, there's a shred, but the edge, I think might be brass. Hang on, we'll see. I have to screw one of them. Let's see. Sundays. I want to leave the house, and does it? No, they're shred. Right. Let's concentrate and get out this here. It's a little devil, some of these. Come on. So. I never give up, guys. Never, ever, ever give up. Okay. As you can see, look at that. Look at that. Look at that for silver. You know, it's worth getting them, guys. It's worth getting them. Sundays. And as I say, guys, I only throw plastic. I do not throw one bit of steel or metal. Look at that. That one is burnt as well. As you can see, the one the few that done the damage, the fella says. But they are big, mighty lumps of silver. With the price of silver gone up, guys, why would you want to be throwing looks like that out? Look at that. Big silver buttons, guys. Look at that. Thanks, Liz, for coming in there. Really appreciate you. It's all in there now. Went to your shred pile. That's shred. Then we take out this. Shred. Bit of steel at the back of that. Has to come over because I only go plastic. Shred. Oh, that's shred. I put all my shred into a little bean tin, and I just throw them straight into the scrapyard. Closed. I put the lid back on them, obviously. There's more brassy goodness and more brassy goodness here. As simple as that, guys. In the comments, guys, who's watching here tonight? How many of you actually micro scrap? Just say Y for yes and N for no. Just to let me know how many of you actually micro scrap. As you can see, we're straight into the copper again. Look at that. Yeah, Liz, you do. Yeah. Anyone else micro scrap, guys? Nice more copper goodness. I'll show you guys what you actually lose out on when you don't micro scrap. And I'll show you. So how many is micro scrapping? Just one person micro scrapping. If I lived closer to every one of you, I'd take the scrap off you guys. Now here's the truth. Because if you don't micro scrap, you'll make nothing. Look at this. That's micro scrapping. 1 month of micro scrapping, guys, there. 30 days of micro scrapping there. Of bits and pieces every day, plus I do all the brasses, everything like that. But that is 30 days of micro scrapping, breaking down stuff. Okay? And there's 100 euros in that. 100 euro in that. Goes to show, guys, if you don't micro scrap, you lose out. That's the way I look at it. Like, it's who's winning at the end of the day if you don't micro scrap? Only the yards. The yards are winning big time, and you're losing. Okay. So as it goes to, like, if people doing gold recovery, you could sell that copper and buy gold stuff. As in gold, you buy gold itself, or you can buy metals for doing, or assets in that for doing gold. If you understand me. But you can do that. You know, you can do it. This other one here, I'm just going to see if I can get out of it, because it will miter me if I leave it here. But it's yeah, there is money to be made in micro scrapping, guys. Big time, okay? Big time. There's a tune here. Several years. We're doing it better now, thanks to you. No problem, Liz, no problem. I'm happy I can help someone. I don't care if I help one person today, as I said yesterday and the day before on my channel. I help one person today, one person tomorrow. There's 365 days in a year. There's 365 people I have helped. I'll just show you tips and how to do stuff, guys. But you have to micro scrap. At the end of the day, if you don't micro scrap, you're doing nothing. That's the truth. Now don't quote me, don't get me wrong, I'm not giving out tea. I am not giving out tea one bit. But look at that. If you don't want to micro scrap, you don't have to micro scrap. I'm just saying that there's more money in it. Go back through my video I've done 2 days ago, guys, of scrapping down a toaster, or not a toaster, sorry, an iron. Look at that video, guys. You wouldn't believe the amount of brass and the amount of copper. Like, I got brass in an iron, guys, in an iron, a steam iron. I got brass out of steam iron. Look at that. Brass out of steam iron, that much out of steam iron. And a half kilo brass alone, just out of steam iron. You know, plus nearly a half kilo to a kilo of copper. And I couldn't believe it. But you have a look back at the channel, guys. And please, would you mind just hitting the subscribe button, guys, if you don't mind, just for YouTube to show my channel around to people. Simple as that. So all that is plastic. So what have we got here? That's all clean brass. Okay, it's all about going around everything with a handy diagonal magnet. That part is shred on the outside. That part there is brass. That part there is brass. Brass is light enough, so it should be easy enough to take off. And there's a bit of copper wire going around that as well, I would think, which is starting here somewhere. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see, am I right? Is it copper wire? Or is it brass? But I know it's not gold. Yep, copper. That can go in with your number 2 copper. Or actually put it in with my tin coated copper actually. Tin coated copper here adds up too, guys. Oh, that's tin coated copper. Every bit of that was hit with a foil. There's your brassy goodness well out the side of it. And heavy, heavy brass. Okay, so everything is to be microscoped, guys, as far as I can see. Look at that, more tin coated copper, I'd say. But you have to have a foil. You get a little bag of foils there, guys, for a few pence. And what scrapper doesn't have this? That's tin coated copper. What scrapper does not have a magnet? A shred, which has Teflon around it. Teflon, they say, went to the moon. They say it's on the side of a rocket. Teflon for heat. This is Teflon here on this. So I just wind off everything here. Wind it off. And like so. But yeah, just the way everything is done, guys, nowadays is, yeah, if you don't, you know, you could pick up that, right? I'm going to show you. I haven't got my scales on me. I haven't got anything like that. I have it here beside me. It's too much stuff on it. This is copper, right? So you have your, look, you have your copper. You have your little nugget of brass, which is there. Your copper. Or catch that and throw that into the shred pile. Do you understand me? Like, here's a little bit of brass here as well. Nice little bit of brass and a silver contact actually on it. Up there, silver button. I'll take that off of that. But that's what I'm saying, guys, is you can either catch it and throw it into the brass pile, or you can microscrap it down further and further and further. And this here looks to me not like the other ones. That to me looks like gold, to be honest with you. And I think that is gold plating right on the edges. I was saying at the start, right at the edge of that, that's gold plating, guys. Because it's a lot. Look at the darkness of the brass. Look at the shine on the gold. You see the shine? The brass, look, and that is gold. So I'm gold plating, guys. So that's going to be a gold recovery pot, which is here. And all my gold pins are all here. All gold pins. Do you know what I mean? I collect everything, guys. I collect everything. So more copper. But like that now, guys, that would be only worth about nothing. 0. But then I can get the brass over it here, the copper wire over it here, and a bit of shred in the middle. Other than that, people just throw it into the shred pile for buttons. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it works, guys, with micro scrapping end of it, okay? So my magnet is here. Bit of copper. Bit of copper which was joining that gold. So it does go to show just hidden gold in star breakers too. So I didn't know it was gold, but I knew by looking at it was gold at the start when I was getting down into it. So there's your copper, and here's your last piece of brassy goodness. So that's that, and this here is copper, and that's the way I break down everything, guys. You saw that a full starter, and what am I throwing out? Plastic. Not only plastic being thrown out, guys. Everything else has a house for it. Copper. As you can see, there's all the bits of copper. And that's about €7.50 you're looking at there. So I'm saying that it's just there are bits, tiny pieces of copper. but guys, they add up big time they add up. Okay, so as you can see, that was my night. I'd like to thank every one of you for coming across to it. I'll just have a chat with you and see who else is on. Thanks, Days, again there for being over. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Thanks for everything, guys. Guys, would you mind just subscribing to the channel for me, please, if you wouldn't mind? And just for the algorithm, as the fella says, this is a charger here. I see the buttons in it. I don't know what it's off of. It's a dual charger, it says, but I think it's for channel 1, channel 2 batteries. I think it's for the watch type batteries, but there's no end to it, no charger to it. So I'm going to hit it and see what's in it. See, you would always have a decent board in it. So hi Spriro, I think it is. How you doing? As I said, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name at the start or anything like that. Just I'm not the best at pronouncing names, so I prefer just to be the best I could, and that's it, guys. So if I do say your name wrong, I'm sorry. As I say, that's the way it is. So tiny little board, but we'll have gold on it. Okay, there is gold on it. There's gold there. There's gold where you plug it in. You know what I mean? Bits of brassy goodness on the top of it, or the join. So it's only a matter of taking off them off of that with your little tin snips. Pull them out and put them into a brass pile. And that little board go into the little small gold recovery boards. As simple as A, B, C, and D, guys, isn't it? So, plastic. Just a little tiny. I'll actually keep that. It's actually for the old Nokia phones, guys. The real old Nokia phones, I have a lot of them. So I don't throw Nokia chargers. I keep all my Nokia chargers. There's 3 more bits of silver was being thrown on side and 3 more in the back of it. So the 6 pieces of silver is still left there, guys. So it does go to show, like, there's a mountain and mountains of silver to be got, guys. Everywhere there's silver. Everywhere there's gold. Look at all that for silver. I mean, like, loads and loads of silver, guys. So I'd like to take this opportunity, thank every single one for coming across tonight. As I said, I wasn't going to do a live, and I've done a live because I wasn't going to. I just said I would come across. I said I would come across. Actually, there's one little thing here. We'll do this now. It's actually another headphone, volume controller, stuff like that. Just have a hammer. That's all you have to do. There has to be a tiny board in it. It's a controller. It has to be a board in it. Probably end up getting pushed with it. Oh, probably a screw in it somewhere for people not letting it fall and stuff like that, or people letting it fall from getting damaged, as the fella says. So in here we go. Hoist it up. Now, as you can see, the board is breaking. Doesn't make a difference. Where that board is going is going to be broken anyway. What's that there? A bit of brass. Tiny little bit of brass. And you have your little board in the back. A little bit of wire here to go into the copper wire. two little tiny boards, just put into the smalls. There's a bit of copper. So that there is Dirty Alley, which is nearly a kilo in weight, guys. 28 cents is worth. It's like a king, isn't it? Huh? Guys, that's the video for tonight. As I know, like, I have some bulbs here, as I said, like, what I do is in bulbs, throw the bag, and I just crush them down. And just hit it in the bag, hold it. Make sure you're wearing your glasses. Crush it with a hammer, take all your brass out of it, throw your glass into recycling. That's it. So straightforward, guys, how to do it. Do you know what I mean? You get your brass then as well, but always wear them PPEs, guys, when you're breaking anything like that. PPEs is everything. Okay? PPEs is everything. I repeat that all the time. Especially when you're breaking up anything like glass or anything like that. So what I use to cut these is this little tool here that I got in Temu, and I just cut along here, cut off my silver like so. I'll tell you one thing, it's quite thick. So there's my silver off, and there's my brass. But look at the lump of brass you're going to have as well, guys. Big lump of pure yellow brass. Okay, straightforward enough, like how to do everything, guys. All right, I'd like to thank you all for coming in, and guys, would you please hit that subscribe button out there when you go out. Even if you go out and hit it, I don't mind. You can go out and hit it if you want, but hit that subscribe button, guys, and we'll get the videos shared out on that YouTube platform. Simple as that, guys. All right, so I'd like to thank you all for the last time for coming in, subscribing to the channel, and really thank you. See that bit of silver gone flying, but I'll find out when it's sweeping up. Not a problem at all. I'll find out when it's sweeping up. I never mind about losing a tiny piece like that. That's a big piece, but I never ever mind about losing it, because I just find it straight away when I'm cleaning up. I sweep up the whole place there now, and I find silver, I find gold, I find everything and anything. You'd actually find more on the ground than you would when you're scrapping at night times. I love to sweep up of the ground, and I find these are brilliant for cleaning your ground. I'm going to show you. This is my ground sweeper. That's my ground sweeper, guys. I just put a handle through here and roll it like a rolling pin, and that will sweep the ground for you. A handle right through here, and that'll sweep the ground for you like a brush. And what are them? They're all off of microwaves. Do you understand me? All off of microwaves. Simple as that, guys. And there's some strength in that. I mean, some strength in that. And there's plastic on that instead of it just goes through it. But yeah, use all over roller sweepers. But don't put them near your mobile phone, guys. Do not put them near your mobile phone. That's just a tip for you, just to be safe out there. You put them near your mobile phone, this is your last time you'll ever have that mobile phone. So here we have more silver, and that's copper. It's real tin. Brass is a lot tougher than copper. So guys, that's it for tonight, and I know an awful lot of you stayed on. We're still 43 odd people there still watching what I'm doing, and thanks for doing it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. At the end of the day, guys, is we're all here for one another, okay? See the way all that brass, all that just adds up. The brass, every time you cut off a tiny bit of silver, you're filling up your brass pile. I'm out here, guys, because I have to go in. It's getting on. I have a lot of work to do yet. I have work in the morning, and a lot of work to do yet. Brass. So that's the way it is, guys. Look at that knob of silver on that. See that? Smudge of silver on that. The rest is copper. Tin coat copper. I mean, guys, thanks. I'll do the rest of that myself in my own time. I'd like to thank you all again for the last time. Thanks and thanks and thanks. As you can see, what's going out of this shed tonight is plastic. That's it. Broke down a whole bag of stuff. I actually found this as well. The old RAM of a laptop, but they're very good boards. This, guys, very good chips in that one. That's an old RAM. I know about the colour of the gold. It's really dark. RAM sticks, guys, at the moment in boardsort.com is coming in at €40 a pound for RAM sticks. There's a Wi-Fi card, more gold on top of that. In the back of here, you have more chips covered in paper. Okay, just going to normally gold recovery box. But yeah, boardsort.com, guys. The what am I saying, guys? RAM sticks are $40 a pound, and do you know what? They are going to go up again. As gold is going up, they're going to stay going up. So I have a lot of RAM. I have an awful lot of RAM sticks, and you know what? I'm going to keep them till they go up to €200 a pound. They're not eating anything. Do you know what I mean? They're eating nothing in the shed. As I said to myself, like before, and I said again, I always keep a certain amount of stuff in the shed. Just going to throw you one more tip before I go, especially for Liz Ann there, starting to micro scrap. Liz Ann, little tip. This little tip is from the likes of the one and only the Shark Scrapper. Now, I like the Shark Scrapper. He's a very interesting guy, and I like him for a reason. Is he knows his stuff, right? So I'm going to show you something. This here is bare bright copper, right? On average, there's a kilo in that, right? Kilo in that. It's all folded and whatnot. I'm keeping copper for donkeys of years, guys, and I keep 10% of my copper each time. Now, this is one for you, Liz, and yourself. If you sell 10 kg of copper, or 10 pounds, whatever way you are over there, 10 pound or 10 kg of copper, keep 1 kg or 1 pound of copper each time you go to the scrapyard. I am doing this for the last, so I don't know, I'll tell you a little secret. I'm doing this since copper was €4 a kilo, and it's now $7.50. That'll tell you how long I'm doing it. And I have a nice haul of copper kept for that day, guys. But before retirement, as the fella says, I don't care if copper goes up or down or whatever. But that's what I do, okay? So it's a little tip for you. And anyone that's out there watching, it's a little tip. And I got that from Shark Scrapper. And I would not take it away from Shark Scrapper because he is a good channel. And I like watching his channel. So yeah, that's all I can say to you. Anyone out there, and no bother at all, Liz. But yeah, keep that kilo every time you go to the scrapyard. If you bring 100 kilo, keep 10 kilo, okay, of copper. Bring, if you keep, keep 10 kilo of it. And as I said, it was €4 when I was keeping it. It's now $7.50. I'm after nearly doubling my money at the moment, guys. So it's a little token for what you do. That's why I say people say there's no money in micro scrapping. There's not money in micro scrapping. There's not. But there is in the long term in micro scrapping. There's money to be made. you know, microscoping is slow, microscoping is tedious, but at the end of the day, guys, there's another 9-10 cents full of what we've done tonight. All that's just pure plastic to turn out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everything and anything, all that there is all to be thrown in. I just go through that. Even that button there, that go into shred, because it's just a little tiny little magnet. That's all it is. Everything, springs, everything. Get little pots, fill them up. I even use these water bottles, and I fill them up to the last. And you're talking about, you know, Christmas stuff, everything like that. And fill them up to the last, guys. Get a little funnel over them, cut a bottle, put a funnel over them, and carry on. Simple as that. I think that's working. Cheers, yeah. I'll keep that. There's another off of a starter. Break off that and I'll show you what's in that. See, as you said 10 minutes ago, I was going as 10:30. I was 10:15. I was talking 10. There's another 15 minutes gone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the way time just gets away on me, because I'm a devil for talking. But I like to talk, guys. It should be worse if you weren't able to talk. Now, look at that. Look at that for brass. Cut off that brass. It's held together with a bit of copper, which is a... Come on, now. Brass, take that off. You have a spring, which can go into your shred pile, and you have a bit of copper going down here into a magnet, and that there can be thrown in to shred, because I think... Where's my file? Whew. I'm tired, I'm warm, I'm everything, guys. I think that's shred, because I seen ones like that before. Used to be brass. That is shred, yeah. So throw it into your shred pile. So guys, that's my channel. That's everything. Thanks for coming across. Night and God bless, and thank you for everything, guys. Please go out and just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and share it out to your friends if you want to. If you want to, share it out to your friends. Share it out to your friends, guys. At the end of the day, I'm here and in the shade, and that's the way it is. So, all I have to do is tidy up a small bit. Plastic and that. I got some promising yolks today, guys. I got a couple of these. I haven't taken one of these apart yet, and all the stuff I've done. PlayStation 2s. PlayStation 2s, guys. I got a couple of them today. They will be interesting breakdowns. Very old. The oldest. Well, they wouldn't be the oldest, but the old. Expansion bay. Yep. PlayStation 2s. We'll do them, guys. I have no crack at them some night. I have a couple of Wii's there as well. So we'll tear them out with some of guys. We'll do them on a live. Might as well do them on a live. That's what we're here for. Here to... Sorry for kicking around stuff on the ground or making noise on you. But yeah, there's stuff to be made everywhere, guys. This was the one I showed on my live about cleaning copper. I think Liz on actually was commenting on it. But I used pink paste for that to clean it. You can see that, how I cleaned the copper from pure dull to clean. Copper is worse than the darkness, and it's just come up pure shiny. That's the way it is, guys. Thanks and goodbye. Gloves are off. I'm not touching anything. When I take off them gloves, that's it. Thank you, goodbye, and please hit that like button. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel.